This way. I love King's Landing in the afternoon. The sun just barely kisses your skin. You used to love this place. Remember, we'd come listen to the musicians in the evening with Lady Marjorie?
What did you want to talk about?
Just through here.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Queen Cersei's finest wine. Come on, sit down.
You're going to get us both in trouble.
Relax. Nobody will miss it, I assure you. A little won't hurt. It's just wine. Suit yourself then. So, well, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Listen, if I tell you this, Mira, you must promise to keep it to yourself. You can tell no one.
Sarah, just tell me.
All right, fine. Just, please, keep it a secret. My mother was a handmaiden to Lady Olenna for many years. She became pregnant. It was a disgrace to her family. My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
Yes. I'm fortunate to be where I am, I know that. But to always have to hide.
Was your mother from a noble house? She must have been, to serve Lady Olenna.
Yes, though it's not well known. Distant cousins of the Tyrells, I'm told. They wanted nothing to do with me after my mother died.
How did you get this far? I mean...
I've been very lucky, I suppose. It's just... I don't want to be Sarah Flowers forever. I need Lady Marjorie to arrange a marriage for me. It's my chance at a life. A family of my own.
Did you have someone in mind? Someone you'd wish to marry?
I'd have to convince Lady Marjorie to make an introduction first. I know she often confides in you, and I was hoping that maybe... sometime when she comes to you wanting to talk, you might suggest she talk to me instead. Give me a chance to win her over. Coming from you, it's sure to mean a lot.
I can't make that promise, Sarah.
You could if you wanted. It's not that difficult.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
No, I'm sorry. I know your family's troubles are much greater than mine. With what happened to your brother and your father. You sure you won't have any? You look like you could use a drink.
A conspiracy of handmaidens.
Lord Tyrion.
My lord.
Ladies, what have we here? If you mean to drink from that flagon, you're going about it the wrong way.
Care to join us, Lord Tyrion?
Not the finest arbor red, but a favorite of my sister's. Quite expensive for a handmaiden. I'd be curious to know how you got hold of it. Since I'm certain my sister didn't give it to you, she won't even share with me. Though that's hardly surprising.
We found it in that bush. Lord Tyrion.
Strange it should find its way into a bush. If Cersei knew you had this wine, she'd drown you in it. You must know what risks are worth taking, especially if you wish to have an alliance with me. Things have changed. My father has recently taken an interest in Ironwood. Most of the Royal Navy went up in green flames. It must be rebuilt. He insisted I handle things myself. I'm on my way to meet representatives of Lord Whitehill.
Lord Whitehill?
He's hired a pair of merchant lords to broker for his house. It would seem Lord Whitehill wishes to sell the Ironwood right out from beneath your family. I don't know much about the man, but judging by his up-jumped sellswords...
I will speak for House Forrester.
Perhaps you could. Come with me. These men think I have no choice but to deal with them. Imagine their surprise when I bring a Forrester to the table. It might be the first fun I've had in months. My lady.
We've been waiting here for an hour.
Andros, be courteous.
Courtesy in a merchant. Like finding gold in your chamber pot. Apologies, my lady.
Who is this? Some girl you've brought for entertainment?
She's a lady, Lord Andros.
My name is Mira Forrester.
Mira Forrester?
Why are you here?
A fair question.
We were told we would be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone. This is no place for a Forrester.
Perhaps you should ask Lord Tyrion.
I asked you.
Andros.
She's here for the same reason you are. Ironwood.
I'm sorry, Lady Mira, but we've already spoken to Lord
You
Tyrion.
spoke, I listened. Lady Mira has since persuaded me to consider her offer first. Now, if you'll excuse us...
You're going to dismiss
You
us?
can't do this.
I assure you I can.
This is a mistake, my lord.
I don't think so.
Lord Whitehill will hear of this. He's not a man to take such matters lightly. Nor am I.
There's no need to make threats.
You have no idea. Lord Tyrion.
Lord Tyrion, do let me know when you've come to a decision. I'd like the opportunity to change your mind. Lady Mira.
Good day, gentlemen. Ah, well, that was fun. Now, as for your offer, what did you have in mind?
My lord?
The Crown's Ironwood. I assume you have a proposition? You had a reason for coming here. I know it wasn't just to entertain me.
Help me stop the Whitehills.
Well, the quickest way to strangle your enemy is with his own purse strings. Say the Crown agrees to buy Ironwood solely from you. Lord Whitehill will be left in the cold. If he wishes to sell to the Crown, he'll have to do so through your family. You will have him at your mercy. Or you'll bring your houses to open war. You do know that's a possibility, don't you?
With you as a partner, that won't happen.
As Master of Coin, I can do many things, but sending an army to the north is not one of them. However, I know your house needs this. I'll consider the arrangement. Of course, you'd have to do something for me in return. Don't worry. The terms will be fair.
Whatever it is, I'll do it.
I just asked you for an open favor, and you agreed as if I were inviting you to tea. You're either very brave or very foolish. We have an understanding then.
Thank you, my lord.
This will either be very good for both of us, or very bad for you. For your sake, I hope it's the former.
My lady.
They were headed for the main gate.
I know another way.
You coming with us, then?
If you're to save your house, you'll need more than the two of us at your side. You'll need an army.
That's why you're here, isn't it? To hire one.
An army of sellswords.
And a man to lead them. Do you hear what I'm saying, boy?
I can lead an army.
I know you can. I've always known it. Your father was blind to that.
None of that matters without sellswords to hire, and all the companies around here are engaged.
What about Croft?
One-eyed Croft, with the second sons. They're all with the Targaryen girl now.
But Croft owes me a favor.
I'm pretty sure he hates you, actually.
No. He'll help us. I'll make sure of it.
And how are you going to do that? We didn't part on the best of terms.
I'll convince him. Maybe with my knee to his balls.
There are other ways, Asher.
Not half as effective, though.
Well, this mother of dragons and her sellswords are headed north, so we make for Marine.
Wait, Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
We can't afford any distractions.
It's not your problem. It'll be fine. I promise.
Beskar, you don't have to come. You could head to Astapor or even Karth.
No, I'm coming. Nothing there I can't handle.
Ponte Renas! Yung kay Josi Butagon Kostoti Tahor.
Let's go.
You're quick, I'll give you that. But you're reckless.
If I have to, I will murder my way to Ramsay Snow and cave his bloody head in.
You two can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. They won't stop looking for us.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot. I hope you're ready, Asher. It won't be easy.
Let's just get that army. I'm ready.
Either we cross the narrow sea with an army at our backs, or House Forrester will not survive to see winter.
Hello? I have information that will aid you with the imp.
Meet me in the gardens at midnight.
There. That should last through Lady Elena's visit, at least.
There's been no news from Mira. She may not have found a way to help with Elena.
We'll be fine, Mother.
I pray you're right. Lord Glenmore's army could keep us from ruin. But Elena must still agree to the marriage.
My lord, you might remind Lady Elena that in terms of lineage, you are still very much a man.
Maester?
What I mean is, if the two of you wanted to produce an heir, it should not be a concern.
I'll make sure she knows.
It cannot hurt. Most ladies her age.
Enough, Maester. When last we spoke of Elena, you seemed unsure how she might feel about you. You just have to show her that you're still the man she knew. I don't mean to burden you with unwanted advice.
Thank you, Mother. This advice well taken.
I'm just so glad to see you home.
My lord, she's here.
Roderick? You look...
I know, I'm unspeakably handsome.
I see you haven't lost your sense of humor.
No, just two limbs and half a face. Please.
So, here we are. I'm glad to see you up and about.
You look as beautiful as ever, Elena.
Oh, thank you. I set out for Ironrath as soon as I heard you were alive. My father suggested I wait, but I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Your brother's name day feast. We danced until the sun came out.
But now your house prepares for a funeral. And you... Tell me the truth, Roderick. How are you, really? And please, be honest with me. I don't mean to pry, but...
I'm getting better every day. Might be a while before we dance again, though.
I'm glad to hear you're recovering. So much has changed since we were children. Playing hide-and-seek in the grove and...
You're so easy to find. You always hid behind the same tree.
Maybe I wanted you to find me. But Roderick... I need to ask you something. When I arrived at Ironrath today, your courtyard was filled with drunken soldiers. White Hill soldiers. They said some terrible things. The White Hills are your oldest enemies, Roderick. Why are they here? Has something happened?
We weren't given a choice. Those soldiers are here at the orders of the Boltons.
That's horrible. Roose Bolton must mean to occupy Ironrath.
No, he just wants to assure our loyalty.
I'm going to be honest with you, Roderick. I have always looked forward to our marriage. But in light of all that's happened to your family... My father is questioning the wisdom of our betrothal. and I was inclined to agree with him, until I received a curious letter from Marjorie Tyrell.
What did it say?
Lady Marjorie suggests in the kindest of terms that we go through with the marriage. And as you can imagine, a suggestion from a future queen is difficult to ignore. Do you know why Lady Marjorie would send this to me? She and I have never corresponded. Yet now she writes me directly.
Mira must have asked her to intervene.
I didn't know your sister carried such influence. You act as if you had no part in this. I feel manipulated, Roderick. A house like mine can't refuse a suggestion from Marjorie Tyrell. I'm being forced to marry you, Roderick. Is that truly what you want? Would you do that to me? After everything we've shared?
If this is the only way to secure an alliance, then yes. For my family.
You trapped me, Roderick. Very well. I'll tell my father our betrothal stands. But this will be a marriage of necessity. And I do not expect it will be a happy one.
Deepest apologies, my lord. I tried to stop him, but
So, the rumors are true.
You have no right to just...
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore? You're not still marrying into this wretched family?
Yes, I am. Roderick can be very convincing.
Can I change your mind? You can do much better than this cripple. And my son Griff needs a bride.
Get out. Now.
How rude of you. Your mother's the one who invited me here?
That's not true. I sent a raven to Lord Whitehill about letting Brian attend the funeral. But I never expected him to barge in like this.
Oh, she practically begged me to come. Of course, I'd want the same in her position. The youngest son home to mourn his dead father and brother.
If you've hurt Ryan in any way...
Spare me the threats, Roderick. He's fine. I just want to be certain that you know your place. Lord Ramsay ordered your family to obey my soldiers until my son Griff arrives from Harrenhal. But now I hear you're threatening them and keeping them dull on wine. It makes me start to question your obedience.
Lud, enough of this.
I do not have to obey.
See? That's just the kind of arrogance I'm talking about. So, here's the idea. We're going to make a fresh start, you and I.